Farida Global. Eine Organisation, entstanden aus Schutt, Asche und Ruinen. Entstanden nach dem Versuch, Shingal, die Jesiden und das Jesidentum auszurotten. Ein Vermächtnis der Terrororganisation Islamischer Staat. Doch die Terroristen rechneten nicht mit jenen, die sie als die schwächsten Glieder betrachten: Frauen. Genauer, jesidische Frauen. Eine von ihnen ist Farida Khalaf. Sie gründete die Farida Global Organization, die sich für Jesidinnen einsetzt. Wir haben Said Qassem, den geschäftsführenden Direktor der Farida Global Organization, getroffen. Wir, die Stelle für jesidische Angelegenheiten, möchten von ihm mehr wissen.
My name is Said Qassem Suleiman. I'm co-founder and executive director of Farida Global Organization. Farida Global is a German non-profit organization founded and is managed by survivors of Yazidi genocide and conflict-related sexual violence. Farida Global is aiming to give a voice and support survivors in a survivor-centric and culturally informed and psychologically informed manner. Farida Global is unique with its leadership from survivors of Yazidi genocide, founded by Farida Khalaf and other survivors who have been in ISIS captivity.
Die Gründerin, eine beeindruckende Frau. Was das oberste Ziel der Farida Global Organization ist, fragen wir Herrn Suleiman.
Farida Khalaf is one of survivors of Yazidi genocide. On 3rd of August in 2014, she was abducted by ISIS militants in Iraq with her entire family members. Farida lost her father and older brother. Recently, their remains were identified in mass graves in Kocho village. Since her escape, Farida has been traveling around the world, raising awareness of Yazidi genocide and advocating for justice, accountability for Yazidis, Christians and other minorities who suffered similar atrocities, genocide crimes, crimes against humanity, and war crimes. Farida is the co-author of the book, The Girl Who Beat ISIS, das Mädchen, das den IS besiegte. I had the honor accompanying Farida in more than 20 countries, and many other survivors who are part of our organization. Among them is Sana and Namat, Intisar also, and many other survivors who, together with Farida, were able to found Farida Global Organization, supporting not only Yazidis but also survivors from other communities, survivors of conflict-related sexual violence and genocide. Farida Global is aiming for a long-term support to survivors of conflict-related sexual violence throughout education programs led by survivors themselves. There is no programming and projects at Farida Global where there will be without survivors' leadership. From our leadership, the president of Farida Global, as well as the board of Farida Global, is led by survivors of Yazidi genocide. However, we are also looking at other victims and survivors from other communities internationally, not only in Iraq. Farida Global is aiming to support survivors of conflict-related sexual violence internationally, with a focus on Yazidi genocide survivors in Germany as well as in Iraq. It's true that the team of Farida Global is led by Yazidi female survivors of genocide. However, we are proud of the diversity we have in our team, including German colleagues as well as colleagues from international different cultures, among them Yazidis, Christians, Jewish, and Muslims. Diversity is in the core of Farida Global work, as well as in our vision that Farida Global is working internationally as well as locally, not only for Yazidis, but for all the survivors of conflict-related sexual violence. Coming back to the question of the role of Yazidi women in Yazidi community, I would like to bring attention to the genocide crimes has been happening in 2014. Since then, the Yazidi major organizations as well as many families are led by women, led by survivors who've been speaking out internationally, and I'm very proud of each and every one of Yazidi and non-Yazidi women, especially survivors who suffered from conflict-related sexual violence, and now role models for all of us. If we look at Yazidi history, similar to many other Middle East cultures, maybe women were not always on leadership positions. However, as one of the communities in the Middle East, if we look at history, even back 100 years, women were always part of decision-making within the Yazidi community. And I'm very proud of survivors. Again, I'm repeating this because after the genocide in 2014, there has been significant change within the Yazidi community. Survivors like Nadia Murad, Farida Khalaf, Sana Antisar, Dalal, and many others, Najla. There are many names who've been on international campaign raising awareness, not only for Yazidis, but for women's rights internationally. And we would like to support these efforts throughout our programs and projects at Farida Global.
Der Völkermord ist nunmehr 8 Jahre her. Durch die von der Stelle für jesidische Angelegenheiten erfolgreich eingereichte Bundestagspetition zur Anerkennung des Völkermords kommt Bewegung in die Aufarbeitung des Genozids. Wie haben Sie sich gefühlt, als Sie von dieser Initiative vom Juli 2021 gehört haben? Und was für eine Bedeutung hat sie für die jesidische Gemeinschaft?
Your question is more about what was my feelings when I've heard about the petition that on the recognition of Yazidi genocide by German Bundestag. I think it's not only about feeling, but how we at Farida Global supported the Yazidi, other Yazidi organizations and non-Yazidi organizations. I would like you to use the opportunity and thank the organization Yazidische Angelegenheit and Gohdar al-Qaidi and all other organizations who work together to bring more attention to the petition on Yazidi genocide. The first time we've heard and we were informed about the petition, the recognition of Yazidi genocide, we started in Farida Global team with an urgent meeting and on calls with our team in Iraq. How can we support? How can, together with other organizations, we make this happen? Because in Germany, Yazidi case was discussed. My colleagues, Farida Khalaf, and I and other colleagues at Farida Global, we have conducted different meetings within German government, different parliament members, as many other organizations have also similar efforts. However, the petition was the key to make this reality. Our team, we started collecting signatures for the petition in the streets in Germany as well as in Iraq in IDP camps. We contacted the committee and Bundestag on the possibility how people from IDP camps without having a proper address will be able on a legal basis to sign for the petition on recognition of genocide. I would like to bring attention to the petition. Maybe it's more a symbolic political recognition of Yazidi genocide that we have been waiting now more than 8 years. The German parliament and German government will join other international governments and other parliaments who already recognize the genocide. On one hand, I would like to bring attention to the support we received from Germany, and thanks to the leadership of German government, the first 2 cases worldwide against ISIS militants were started in German courts. The first case, I had the honor to accompany Amal Clooney's legal team, as well as the Yazidi mother who witnessed in German court, both in Munich as well as in Frankfurt. We're very grateful for the support we received from the German state of Baden-Württemberg and other German states who are now hosting the biggest Yazidi community in diaspora. Support and leadership in justice, now more than 8 cases against ISIS militants. However, I would like also to bring attention to, we don't need to forget that many German citizens and European citizens traveled from Europe and joined ISIS, committed crimes against humanity, genocide crimes and war crimes, and the victims were Yazidis, Christians and other Iraqi and Syrian communities. We would also need to not forget naming and shaming alone is not enough. Symbolic recognition through the petition now will hopefully be recognized in the German Bundestag. It's again not enough. The majority of Yazidi community live in IDP camps. Survivors have limited access to psychosocial support, education, and daily needs of life. There are, until today, more than 2,700 Yazidis missing. There are more than 80 mass graves who have been discovered. Only 2 mass graves were properly exhumed and remains were identified. We need more support from the German government and European as well as the entire international community of a safe return for Yazidi community from IDP camps from northern Iraq and Kurdistan region to their hometowns, as well as safe pathways to Europe for the survivors and their families who are still living in IDP camps with limited access to psychosocial support.